Hey, cousin, welcome back to another episode on the Finesse and Failure YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name's Courtney Amanda, and this is where we talk all about side hustles, digital marketing, and building a business that makes you happy. Today's video is all about something that entrepreneurs refuse to talk about, and it's all about how you become happy as an entrepreneur. Let's be real, entrepreneurship is tough. But so is clocking into a job when you know you are not meant for. It can be lonely, it can be stressful, it can be full of ups and downs. But it can also be one of the most fulfilling and rewarding and joyful paths if you do it right. So, if you've been struggling to find happiness while chasing your entrepreneurial dreams, this one is for you. And to be honest, this is for my past self because I never found a video that really talked to me about how to become happy when I'm an entrepreneur. So, if you're ready, let's go ahead and get into the video. Y'all know I'm not going to take up too much of your time. Let's get into it. All right, so here's the deal. As entrepreneurs, we're often told to hustle, grind, keep going, sacrifice everything to make our true. But what is the point of achieving success if you're miserable getting there? Today, I'm sharing some tips and some insights on how to stay happy and fulfilled on your entrepreneurial journey without burning out or losing yourself along the way. Let's dive into it. As y'all know, I am a step-by-step girly. I love giving out the step-by-step instructions. Step number one for achieving entrepreneurial happiness is to define your own success. People always say, I want to be successful. But what does success truly mean? Because your version of success and my version of success could be completely different. My version of success is having enough money to where I never have to work a day in my life again, outside of creating content, outside of talking to you guys, outside of working for myself. Success for me looks like 3 to 4 trips to foreign countries a year. It looks like a vehicle that's brand new. It looks like happiness all together. Somebody else's definition of success may be making 6 figures in 1 year. One of the biggest mistakes as entrepreneurs is chasing someone else's version of success. Maybe you see someone making 6 figures and you think, I might need to do that in order to be happy. But success looks different to everyone. Ask yourself what you feel makes you successful. Is it having the freedom to work from anywhere? Is it making enough money to support you and your family? Define what success means to you and let that guide your journey. Whether you're clear on your why, when you're clear on your why, it's a lot easier to find joy in what you do. Step number two is balancing your work and your life. I know this one sounds super cliche. You've heard it 1,000 times, but you're still not doing it. So I have to talk about it. Being an entrepreneur doesn't mean you have to work 24/7. In fact, if you don't make time for yourself, your creativity, your motivation, your self worth will suffer. Make sure you're setting boundaries, decide when you'll stop working for the day, and stick to it. Take breaks, go for a walk, spend some time with loved ones, or do something that you truly enjoy. Balance is key to staying happy, even when you're on the grind and it's starting to get real. Step number three, and I'm always going to tell you guys this because I wish I would have done this earlier, find your community. Entrepreneurship can be lonely because you're building a business all by yourself, especially if you're running the business solo. That's why it's so important to find a community of people who get it, people who understand the struggles, the wins, the losses, and everything in between. Whether it's an online group or your local membership group, a mastermind session, or even finding people in Facebook groups that you can connect with. Having a support system makes a world of difference when you're feeling stuck or need someone to bounce ideas off of. Number four, and honestly, my personal favorite because I do this all the time, is celebrate the small wins. It's so easy to get caught up in your huge, big lifetime goals that you forget about the little victories on the way. Those small wins are what keep you motivated and remind you of how far you've actually come. Maybe you got your first customer today, or maybe you hit 100 followers. Maybe your Instagram reel hit 1 million views, or maybe you just finished a very big project. Whatever it is, take a moment to celebrate it. Happiness comes Happiness comes from appreciating the journey, not just the destination. Step number five, and something that I need to practice myself, is learning to say no. This might be the hardest one, but it's crucial to your happiness. As entrepreneurs, we often feel like we need to say yes to every opportunity, every client, every event, every request. But that's how you end up overworked and burnt out, to be honest. Learn to say no to things that don't align with your goals or that tend to drain your energy. If you know you hate talking in front of hundreds of people, say no to that public speaking engagement. Say no to the events that require you to show up. And this is another small bit of advice that I wish that I would have gotten as well. It's okay to turn down a project or an event if it means you're protecting your peace. Your happiness and your well being are way more important than any deal. One of my favorite YouTubers, Vanessa Lau, ended her entire, almost her $1 million business overnight because she was overwhelmed. It no longer gave her happiness. She was just chasing and chasing and chasing. That to me is so big and so bold because she was okay with throwing away $1 million for her happiness, for her sanity. You should be okay with saying no to a public speaking engagement. That's it. Now, for those of us who stayed until the end of the video, y'all know I love giving y'all a bonus tip just to take home with you guys. Please grab a pen and paper because this one's good. This one's a big one. If you guys are really big into journaling, or even if you're not, this is something that I've started doing on an everyday basis that has definitely helped me change the perspective of my life. Practicing gratitude every single day. This one might sound simple, but it's a game changer. Take a few minutes, Take a few minutes each day and write down what you're grateful for, whether it's big or small. You could be grateful for a productive day, a supportive friend, or even just a good cup of coffee. Practicing gratitude shifts your mindset and helps you focus on the positives, even when things aren't going perfectly. And trust me, it makes the entrepreneurial journey a lot more enjoyable. So there you have it. Those are my tips on how to stay happy as an entrepreneur, even when things are getting tough. Remember, it's not all about building the business. It's about building a life that brings you joy. If this video resonated with you, drop a comment down below and let me know how you find happiness on your entrepreneurial journey. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button and never miss an episode on the Finesse and Failure Fridays. We're all in this together, and I cannot wait to see you thrive. As always, thank you guys so much for showing up to the cookout and playing spades with me today. I really enjoyed it, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye.